So here we have the Toyota Auris hybrid automatic on a 17 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the boot, you can see we have plenty of space in there, along with that 60-40 split folding rear seat should you wish to increase this space even further. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of it, you can see it's in excellent condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. On the right hand side we have the speedometer and fuel gauge. In the middle you can see the total miles for the car, which is 7,032. Above that, there's a digital readout for the speedometer. You can change the information displayed there by using buttons on the steering wheel. There's various different menus and bits of information available, as you can see. And then on the left-hand side, firstly, down there, you'll see what gear this car is currently in. If we put it in park, for example, now, it will change to P for park. And then we have a gauge that shows whether the motors are being charged, whether we're using the power band up here, or whether we're driving in the eco sort of zone just there. We back out to the steering wheel. On the left hand side we have stereo and phone controls. On the right hand side we have the buttons for the trip computer just here. This turns off lane departure warning system, and then we have cruise control underneath that. Over in the centre, amongst other things, we've got satellite navigation. There's a full video showing how this works that you can find both on our website and also on our YouTube channel as well. When it comes to music in this car, there's many ways we can listen to it. On here you'll see we have AM, FM and DAB radio. We've got auxiliary input, Bluetooth audio, a couple of different apps. There's a CD player there as well, iPod and USB input. And if we put the car into reverse, you'll see we have a full colour reversing camera with guidelines showing you what direction we're headed in relation to that image shown on the screen. Working our way down, we have the climate control. So you can adjust the temperature, fan speed, direction of the air. When you're happy with all of that, this button turns the air conditioning on and off again, of course, or hit auto and the car will do all of the work itself, and you'll see it on there. It'll show us in order that it maintains this temperature for you, and you can hear it doing that now. To override that, just readjust the fans and put it back on whatever setting you want it on here. All settings show on that screen. Below that, we have the auxiliary and USB inputs underneath here. We can put the passenger and driver seats, the heating on for them. So we've got two different settings, high and low for driver and passenger seat. This turns off the traction control. We have a 12-volt charging socket underneath here. That turns the handbrake on. And then that's the actual gear lever for the car. And then lastly, we can put power mode on, eco mode on, or we can put the car into its electric mode if there's enough charge. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.